Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm starting something completely new, completely different, that's going to challenge myself over the course of the winter. I'm learning how to swing the club from the left side as a left-handed golfer. Over the next 6 months, I'm going to be documenting the ups, the downs, and the progress that I've made as far as learning how to swing the club from the left side. And at the end of each week, we're going to do a Flightscope session where I'm going to hit 20 balls, 5 drivers, 5 long irons, 5 wedges, and then one random club and 5 shots with that club. And then we're going to review the session together. So hope you can stick around for this video, because at the end, I'm going to show you my results from the first week. We're going to go over it, and I'm going to show you the improvement that I see over the next 6 months. So I'm going to be real with you guys. During the first week, I had a lot of ups and a lot of downs. I actually was hitting it pretty good at the start, but I had a tough time in the middle of the week. Things were starting to get a little frustrating because I wasn't hitting it as good as I like. And yeah, it's just been like a constant process. During that first week, there was a lot of I started thinking to myself, I don't know, should I quit? I don't know, this isn't going to work. You have a lot of negative thoughts that are going through my mind. So I had to really calm that down and just gut it out throughout the first week. And I'm glad that I did, because I think that helped me get into the second week. And during the second week, I've been seeing a lot more improvement. But the thing you guys got to remember is that golf isn't about instant results. This is about building long-term consistency over time. And to do so, you got to make sure that you're practicing consistently. And if you do that, your motor patterns are going to start to develop. Your nervous system is going to start to adapt, and you're going to feel way better the more often you do this. So lots of repetition, lots of deliberate practice, and you'll be well on your way to playing some amazing golf. I know as a beginning golfer, this is great because I'm doing the relearning process all over again at 36 years old. I've been playing right-handed my entire life, got down to a +2 handicap, and now I'm switching. So it's very humbling. You got to just sit back. When you go through your frustration points where you're just getting frustrated, you want to quit, sit back for a second, take a deep breath, and then gut it out. Because I know if you do that, you're going to get past that stretch of negativity, and you're going to be proud of yourself that you did that. It's like you're conquering something as you get over that negative thought, that psychology that's going through your mind. So my training plan is very simple. What I'm doing is I'm hitting 68 balls a day. I'm splitting it up. 15, 15, 15, 15, and then I have a random pile. And I can hit the last few balls with whatever clubs I want. So I'm picking 4 clubs each day, and I'm changing the clubs every day. So one day I'll go pitching wedge, 8-iron, 3-wood driver. The next day I'll go lob wedge, 7-iron, 4-iron, driver. So it looks something like that. I'm always changing it up. I am hitting driver every single day because I want to make sure I'm learning how to hit those longer clubs consistently, because I think that's going to help over time, because you want to make sure you do that. So yeah, for me, that's my schedule. It's pretty simple. This is a beginning level schedule. I don't want to go into any advanced stuff. I'm hitting off the flat turf in everything that I do, whether that be hitting balls, chipping, or putting, flat putts, flat chip shots, and then I'm just hitting from flat ground at the driving range. One thing I do want to point out is that what we do at External Focus Golf, my virtual golf company online, is we make sure when we're teaching that we don't want a whole lot of swing thoughts going through inside upstairs, okay? My swing actually looks pretty good from the left, but if you ask me what I'm doing, I'm actually just focusing on hitting the golf ball, okay? I'm not focused on position-based stuff, where my arms are, where my wrists are in a static motion. I'm just going through and hitting the golf ball, setting up with a good stance, a good grip, and a good posture, and just working on trying to hit the ball as flush as possible. There is minimal thought going on inside my head as far as mechanics. I'm just letting my body do its thing, and I'm trying to make solid contact with the ball. And you can see there, I hit that one a little bit fat. So I just go back, I don't worry about it. I just go back and I hit another one. Sit back, take your time, relax. You're not going to be perfect. Your coordination is going to be so far from being perfect when you begin the journey of trying to swing the golf club, especially as an adult when you haven't done it before. You have to really take your time. So that first one was fat, so I'm just going to try and adjust a little bit, try and just pick this one off the turf. Sometimes it'll happen, sometimes it won't. It's just part of the process of learning how to swing the club. There we go. That was fat again. Okay, we'll do it again. We'll go over it again. Line up, good posture, good stance. Trying to pick that ball off the ground. There you go. And that one came off flush. So guys, don't get frustrated. This is gonna happen so much when you're learning, especially at the beginning. The first 3 months of this are gonna be brutal. It's just gonna be hard. But if you stick it out and you do it consistently, you're gonna get better and better at it. So before we dive in and I show you what my Flightscope data looks like, I'm just gonna hit a couple more for you guys and show you what I'm doing. Going through the routine, simple routine, checking my grip, making sure my grip is really good, making sure my stance is really good, making sure my ball position is really good, and I'm balanced in my setup around my feet. I want my ball position just in the center of my stance with the wedge. I got the wedge in the hand. I want my weight distributed over the balls of my feet, and then from there, I'm just taking a nice simple swing and trying to make solid contact with the ball. Perfect. So let's take a look at my numbers, guys. So for the driver, we'll just go through all the averages at the bottom. So carry, I'm averaging 242 yards, totaling out at 247.2. That's pretty good. The big thing that I wanted to pay attention to in this one was that my average club head speed was 110 miles an hour. That's pretty good. I average about 114, 115 with my right-handed swing, so that is not too far off. Like, couple more months of that, I should be able to gear it up to 115, maybe even further than that, just based on how I'm releasing through the ball. If the one thing that you can notice with all my numbers is that my smash factors are brutal, and that's because I'm not hitting the center of the face every time, and that's hurting my yardages. So with the driver, I'm pretty happy with those numbers, really good there. If I look at my hybrid numbers, I average out 183.4, with a total yardage of 187. I didn't hit these all that great, but I did crank up a few, 1 to 198 on the fly and 1 to 191. That is pretty good. Like I said, smash factors are still way off, and that's going to come through deliberate practice and time. 7-iron, been hitting my 7-iron really good. This seems to be the club that I'm hitting my best. And if you look at my numbers here, I am cranking it up to carrying about 178 and between 170 and 180. That is pretty good. That's exactly where I'm hitting it right-handed as well. Pretty solid, flying off the face. I'm pretty happy with those numbers with the 7-iron. I know that my release is starting to come through with the shorter clubs, so the ball is going a little bit further with my short clubs. Still have a lot of work to do with my longer clubs. And for the pitching wedge, I cranked one out at 145, and then the other one was 130, averaging out at 137, which is right where I average with my right-handed swing, even a little bit further. So this is with range balls too, and I'm pretty impressed by that. So that's my numbers for this week, guys. Next week we'll go over it again. I'll hit 20 shots. I'll take my best balls, and we'll go over the numbers week by week, and I'll show you how I am improving. So there you go, guys. That's my Flightscope data, and that's what we're going to be doing at the end of every week. We're going to go over and review my data on the Flightscope, and I'm going to show you guys my improvement that I'll be making over the course of the next 6 to 8 months. This is just the beginning, guys. If you guys want to follow me throughout my journey of learning how to swing the club left-handed, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's externalfocusgolf.com, and if you guys want to learn the motor learning concepts and how to hit the ball flush and straight and far, go to my website. It's www.externalfocusgolf.com. I have some of the best evidence-based information out there if you're a beginning player or a more advanced player that is looking to up his skills in golf. So go check that out, and we'll see you next week.